Three Casey's doing the limbo dance. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Avionics back with another action figure video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, as I do put out quite a few videos throughout the month. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Casey Jones and April Oneil Farmhouse 2-pack. But yeah, this is part of the April NECA release. They also came out with, these are available in Walmart, and also that came out in Walmart was the Ultimate April Oneil figure. Alright, so the packaging, here is the front of the box with the main window. You see Casey and his hands. He's got an extra head with just the mask itself, and then April with better knees than Ultimate April, the first wave, I guess, or first release. And then, yep, so that's all there. We're gonna take a better look at things here in a little bit. Here's the side showing Casey Jones with the farmhouse in the background, part of the farmhouse, a wall. And then there's April on the top, just a regular 2-pack appearance. And then bottom and barcode. You can find this at Walmart. So yeah, this 2-pack costs just like any other NECA TMNT 2-pack at $59.96. So the insert behind the clamshell style tray is, looks like this is what they use for their product shots. So that's pretty cool. Something you might want to think about keeping it and somehow propping it, taping it together maybe. That way they have their little display. I may just keep mine. And then here is the back of the packaging with a lot of product shots of Casey and April and a paragraph description that you can go ahead and pause and read. Alright, so now everything is all out of the box and the packaging, and we're going to take a look at accessories first. So first thing, let's take a look at these binoculars. So that is the look and appearance and the sculpt of that. You can see that it's a dirty black and dirty gray with hints of like some weathering. So it's like a light brown, like dust and dirt, because, you know, they probably found it in the farmhouse. And then next we have a wrench that Casey was using and holding in the movie. So there's one end, there's the closed end of the wrench, and then here's the other side. It is a painted metallic silver, just like a wrench would be. And then we have the hammer. So there is that, sculpt and sheen. Then we have not one, not two, but three. Whoa, these are tiny. You might want to be careful with these. There's three of them, but let me just show you one. It's the art pencils that April uses to draw. And what is she drawing? Now, if you've already seen the movie, then you already know. She's drawing her friends, her Ninja Turtle friends. So there is one of the drawings, and yeah, looks just like the one in the movie. This one is a pencil sketch drawing of Donatello sitting in that old truck, that old pickup truck. And then there's actually two drawings that come in this 2-pack. And this one's Leonardo, that famous drawing of him posed sitting on the chair in the farmhouse. So here is a bottle of turtle wax. And as you can see, the label is on point. Sculpt, and right there it says it actually says like kind of recessed turtle wax going around. Here's the sculpt of the cap, and then this thing is a bottle of Turtle Aid, kind of like Gatorade, but obviously they have to play on with the words, so it's called Turtle Aid, and it looks like the lemon lime flavor to me, and looks like there's a coupon for a pizza on the back of the Turtle Aid. And then back here we have a loose face mask of Casey Jones. It's the same face mask that you can find in the Ultimate Casey Jones, Ultimate Unmasked Casey Jones. And then as far as hands goes, so this one, these two are Casey's hands, and here's his left hand, and it's kind of like a, I wouldn't say it's a relaxed pose, but fingers splayed out, hinging side to side. So there's that one, and then his right, we have this right hand sculpt, hinging side to side, and it's his dark Sicilian looking flesh tone. So here is a gripping hand for Casey for gripping the wrench, even though the wrench is kind of skinny. The hammer is probably a little skinny too, but it's perfect for holding, oh, the sword. I forgot to show you guys the sword accessory. So yeah, it's a katana, one of Leonardo's katanas. So now I have, what, 3 of these, I think? Finishing up with Casey's hands, his left gripping hand. This one's a wider grip. All right, April's hands. So we have a right hand that looks like this, matching her skin tone. She's got a little ring on her thumb. And then we have another right hand. All these hinge side to side. So this one is a, let's see here. Oh, so this is the same thing, kinda, but without, that's a little bit different, but it's a gripping hand, that's for sure. This one, she's not wearing a ring on her thumb. And then her left hand, she actually comes with 5 total hands, whereas Casey comes with a total of 6 hands. So here's her gripping left hand, and all hinging at the horizontal axis. Now they both come with alternate heads. So this is the alternate head that's in the packaging. Here's April with her mouth kind of open, kind of grinning, and the face sculpt of her on point, just like Ultimate April Oneil. That hair, that's amazing, look at that. And then Casey Jones' second alternate head is him wearing the mask itself. And then you can see that there's his eyes. Can I get the light in there? But yeah, Casey Jones' head wearing a mask. There's his hair sculpt and the sculpt of the straps. All right, now let's take a look at the figure themselves. So there is Casey Jones' head all the way down to toe. He's got that, I don't want to call it a wife beater because, you know, that's not politically correct, but it is a white, weathered, dirty tank top, and he has a little bit of underbelly kind of showing right there. And then he has his black sneakers. Who knows what kind of sneakers? I don't see any kind of Nike logo or anything. It looked like Asics. Who knows? But here is the back. Now the sculpt of his tank top and sweatpants look great. Actually, the sheen of the sweatpants looks a little glossy, but the tank top looks great. It's a matte finish, has all the wrinkles. And then the hands that come with him out of the package are closed, tight fists. All right, so let's see if I can stand him back there without him falling. All right. Also, that comes in a 2-pack is April's stand, because her notorious feet do not want to just stand. I mean, they're narrow. There's not a lot of surface area for her to use to stand up straight. So she does come with a stand that has one peg hole, or not peg hole, one peg. So here is April, and this face sculpt is just a neutral face sculpt, but yeah, same hair sculpt, great 90s or maybe even late 80s t-shirt tied, and then her short skirt. We're gonna compare the Ultimate April. I have her too, see if it's the same sculpt, just painted black. So we'll check that out. And then we're also gonna take a look and compare her knees, her notorious knees in her Ultimate. Oh yeah, because there was an actual knee part, not just the thigh and then the calf. There was like the knee was a separate item Yeah, so these are a lot better for sure. All right, now let's take a look at April's articulation. Now she's going to be able to twist her head all the way around for a nice exorcist look. And then we have side tilt, left and right. She's not going to be able to look up because her hair is hitting the back of her back and shirt. But she can look down some. Shoulders, no butterfly, but laterally they go up as far as like that. It's gonna go 360 all the way around. She has single jointed elbows. And then she has, like I said, all the hands are on the horizontal hinging motion, and then 360 at the wrist. Now waist, let's see, she does twist at the waist. Can she go all the way around? She can. All right, exorcist. Legs cannot do much because of that skirt, but it is flexible somewhat. So yeah, you're not going to get a lot of range of motion, just slight. All right, the knees, single joint. The other ones I believe were double joint. We're going to take a look and compare again. But there is the range of motion for the knees. And then feet, hinged all the way down, hinged all the way up, and rocker. And if your figures, they're kind of tight, the articulation, use a hairdryer or run their joints under hot water, especially when you're trying to change out their hands. All right, let's take a look at Casey Jones' articulation. So he's going to be able to do the Exorcist 360. We got head tilt left, head tilt right, down. He's going to have the same problem as up because his hair is hitting the back. All right, and then we have lateral movement, no butterfly joint. We have 360, and then single joint at the elbows, and then 360-degree rotation at the wrist, and hinging with those closed fists on the horizontal axis, and then waist. So I don't think there's like an ab crunch on him, or let's check out April. No. Stiff as a board. So 360 all the way around. Legs. Splits. In case you can do the splits. He's got thigh rotation at the thigh joint right there. So that can go all the way around. And then kicking forward. There's Casey kicking forward. All the way back. Single jointed knees. That's as far back as they go. And then the feet hinged forward all the way or up, and then all the way back, and then rocker. A few other articulation points I missed is at the elbows. After you bend it like that, they actually rotate right there to go 360 all the way around. Also at the knee, it rotates at the knee as well. For a little bit more posing. Same with April, her elbow bent, rotating 360 degrees. The knee does the same thing too, but I mean, she can't really do much with her upper legs anyways, so she's gonna be just standing there looking pretty. She won't be able to sit down like Casey can, so yeah. Also, that's okay, so that's what the joint that we're dealing with over there. So it's just a ball, but I was kind of applying a little bit too much pressure right there, but let's just see how easy it is to pop back on. Okay, there we go. So besides also dang it, let's see if we move the ball towards the center. Okay, so not only, so besides the waist rotation right there, they can kind of bend forward. Now that I'm playing around with them a little bit more, so they kind of rotate right there. And then Casey doing the same thing. So yeah. All right, so here we have Ultimate April and Farmhouse April side to side, comparing a little bit different in the face and the head sculpt. I mean, look at Ultimate April's eyes are a little bit brighter and blue, and then Farmhouse April's are a little bit darker. Same pretty much face sculpt though. This is both the grinning open mouth, but the hair is a little bit different. Ultimate April's hair is a little bit more detailed. Farmhouse April, her wavy hair is a little bit more muted. It's like thicker curls rather than ramen noodle type curls on Ultimate April. So yeah, and then let's compare their legs. So, you know, she's wearing her pantyhose, and then those, I mean, I don't care, but of course there's a lot of people that are on social media complaining about these knees. But yeah, so that's what I was talking about, that third piece, the thigh, knee, and the calf, 3 different pieces, whereas Farmhouse April is the knee joint is hidden behind, so all you see is the upper leg and the lower leg. So the other head sculpt of my Ultimate April is packed away because we're in the middle of moving right now, but it's gonna be the same. I'm most certain that it's gonna be like different as far as this head goes. So yeah. All right, so now we're gonna compare all 3 Casey Jones versions that NECA made. So here is the first release from the Wrath and Casey Jones 2-pack. In the middle, unmasked Casey Jones Ultimate, and then Farmhouse. So if you're looking at these 2 faces, Ultimate and Farmhouse, you can see that Ultimate's face is a little bit glossier than Farmhouse. Farmhouse has more of a matte finish. Same face sculpt for the most part. All right, and then as far as the Casey from the 2-pack, comparing the masked Casey head in Farmhouse, this mask is a little bit more white and a little bit more matte or flat, as 2-pack Casey has that glossy sheen to it. Now, as far as body differences, it looks like these 2 are pretty much the same. Actually, this one, his vest looks a little bit more gray, where this vest looks has some brown in it. But for the most part, it's the same sculpt. So we're comparing, and the legs, the sweatpants, same sculpt, but different sheens and colors, if you can see the differences. Shoes, not so much, pretty much the same thing. And as far as the elbows go, 2-pack Casey, that's his double jointed elbow. And then Ultimate Casey, unmasked, single joint. And then you can also see that the flesh tone is different with Farmhouse. Like, he's been out in the sun more. Well, I guess because they're hanging out at the farmhouse. So, oh, look at this. 3 Caseys doing the limbo dance. And then here we are for a huge family photo to do a scale comparison with Farmhouse Casey Jones and April Oneil with Splinter and the 4 turtles. So my final thoughts on the NECA TMNT 1990 movie Farmhouse 2-pack Casey Jones and April Oneil are, these figures are great. I have no complaints with them whatsoever at all. I mean, there are some slight differences from these figures from their previous release of figures, but whatever, you know, they're in the farmhouse, so their hair changed a little, their skin changed a little while they're hanging out in the sun. They come with a lot of great accessories that are movie accurate, and despite April's waist, torso kind of popping off, I was holding her a little bit hard in my hand, but she was able to come back together. Being that these 2 versions of Casey and April took probably a good maybe 10-15 minutes of the movie, these are probably a must-have for your TMNT collection, especially if you are a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Hopefully you can find them out in the Walmart Wild. Once again, they are $59.96. If you enjoyed watching my review video on these 2, please go ahead and give it a like by smashing that like button. Leave all your comments and thoughts down below in the comments section. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell to be notified of future reviews like this. Thanks for watching, guys.